Today we will make some curtains without using a sewing machine or a needle and a thread. And at the end of the video we will check if this can be a permanent solution and if it holds up the wash test. I'm using this Hakoba material that I got a very long time ago. My objective when I got this material was that I wanted to make curtains. I knew the little holes of the Swiss embroidery is going to look fantastic when it's turned into a curtain. And it's finally time to put it to work. I have a sewing machine at home and I enjoy sewing. So when I got this material, my idea was to have a top loop and then hem the bottom, leave the sides as is because they don't need to be hemmed, and create a simple curtain. And then I found this product which is actually a fusing tape. I found it on Amazon and I'll link it below, which I found very interesting. It's a very thin layered tape and it can fuse two fabrics together. And from what I heard, the hold is really strong. So I decided why not make some no-sew curtains and see if this holds up. So this is what we are going to use. I want my curtains to touch the floor a little bit. I like it that way. So this curtain length is 104 inches. So for the fabric, I got 6 meters together, 2.5 meters each, which is 118 inches. So seam allowance and top loop allowance, and also considering shrinkage, I have about 14 inches. First, we are going to hem the bottom, or rather use the fusing tape at the bottom. I'm folding 1/2 inch and the ironing box is our best friend here. I'm ironing the fold so that it has a strong hold, and then I fold it another 1/2 inch and iron again so that the fold is not going anywhere while I add the fusing tape. The preparation is really important for getting a good after product. The reason I show the entire process step by step is so that you can easily recreate these DIYs. I could definitely speed it up or show only the parts that I want to, and cut the 10-minute video into a 2-minute video, and also have more viewership. But that's not the objective of the video. If somebody is really interested and they want to watch the 10-minute video, they should be able to recreate it. So that's the objective with which I make videos. After it's ironed, now comes the interesting part of placing the fusing tape in between that crease, in between the fold, and ironing over. So the point is, when it is ironed, the fusing tape melts and fuses it together. Freezing this frame here, let's take a closer look. That definitely looks like it's fused. So we know that it's working. The iron box is set to cotton setting, and I'm going to iron on both sides. You can see that it's already fused together, and then it's a matter of doing the entire bottom. And this is fused. It looks really promising. And the folding and ironing in the initial prep really goes a long way, because we've got a nice little almost professional like hemmed edge. Next, for the top of the curtain, I'm going to fold another 1/2 inch and I'm going to double fuse this. First, I'm going to fold 1/2 inch, iron it, put a fusing tape in between, fuse it, and then fold the loop over so that it's double strong. And for your information, this video is actually at 1.8 speed, which means it's a slow process to prepare so that you get a good finish. So here I have folded 1/2 inch. Now I've placed the fusing tape in between the fabric and I'm ironing it on. If you iron on the naked fusing tape, it's going to stick to your iron box. Just saying, FYI. Once the 1/2 inch is fused together, I'm going to fold about 2 inches so that the curtain rod loop can be made. And then it's the same process of making sure that I measure and iron before I put the fusing tape and fuse the two sides together. Please let me know if you want me to cut the videos a lot shorter, because I feel I need to put out detailed videos for people to recreate my videos, my DIYs. But while I do get a lot of encouraging and great comments for my content, I have a few people saying that my videos are a little too long for them to watch, and they would prefer shorter videos. So while my objective is to make DIYs doable and give detailed instructions, if you would want me to do shorter videos and skip a few steps and maybe give more details in my blog, please let me know so that I can make shorter videos next. I've made it a point to iron both sides, and once it was ready, you can see the hold is strong. The glue right now is slightly wet, so I'm going to let it dry. And one curtain is ready. Next, I moved on to making the second curtain, and this one I simply ran it on time lapse, so I can tell you this. The second curtain, once I'd figured out the method, took me about 17 minutes to make, making sure that I have a great finish. So let's say 2 curtains take roughly about 45 minutes to an hour, which is great. Then I loaded it on to the curtain rod, and it was time to hang. And I must compliment myself on the choice of fabric, because it looks stunning, just as I imagined when I saw the fabric. The seams are pretty strong and holding up. Please enjoy the reveal, and then we will speak about whether this is a permanent solution or not. For testing purposes, I tried the fusing tape on a piece of fabric that I had left over and created a little pouch. The sides are holding up, it's nice and tight, and you can see it looks even better than a sewed on pouch. You can see the seams are really tight, and here I'm pulling really hard. So the strength test, yes, it holds up. You can definitely use it to fuse material. The viral video ladies always claim that you can wash it and it holds up. Am I going to believe them? No, I'm going to try it out myself. So I washed this pouch in simple plain water, and did it hold up? The answer is no. I'm pulling it as tight as I pulled it while it was dry. While in dry state, it did not come apart, but when it was wet, it did. I probably should have dried this and then checked if it comes apart. Maybe that's an interesting experiment to do. But yes, while it is wet, it did come apart. While I wouldn't call it a failed DIY, because this is a fantastic way of doing something immediately, and if you want it more permanent, once you've created the curtains, you can send it to a tailor and just have him put a stitch over what you've stuck. Overall, I love this product. I love how my curtains turned out, and I love how much freedom I have to make my own curtains and not depend on a tailor. So for festival season, this is a 2 thumbs up for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any feedback, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.